In this lesson, you're going to learn the 7 steps to becoming a professional personal trainer in a thriving industry. By the end of this video, you will understand the physical, psychological, and emotional demands of working with an extensive client base. Let's look at some of the pros and cons of becoming a personal trainer. The first pro is that the work is rewarding. When you help people change their fitness, you can often witness a full transformation of character, and this makes you feel great. The second pro is that the work is flexible. Once you've established a client base, you can choose your holidays, your days off, and even your working hours. The third pro is that there is an excellent earning potential. It's not uncommon for PTs to charge $100 or £70 per hour. However, there are some cons. The first con is that the learning curve is steep. Not only do you have to have knowledge of nutrition and training, but you have to become a good business person, a good coach, and a good salesperson too. The second con is uncertain income. If you decide to take the freelance personal trainer option, there is no guarantee of income. And the third con is that the work is draining. Doing back-to-back sessions sounds easy, but the reality is that the work is mentally and physically challenging. Now, if the pros outweigh the cons, we have 7 steps for you to becoming a professional personal trainer. Step 1 is to start with why. Simon Sinek, the popular business author, wrote a business book called Start With Why: How Great Leaders Inspire Everyone to Take Action. And what he does is he encourages business owners to approach their business by answering the big question, why? You'll be putting some long hours in at the beginning, so having a why will help to keep you motivated. Not only will it keep you motivated, but it will also make it much easier to sell your service to potential clients. For many personal trainers, fitness has changed their lives in such drastic ways that the natural next step for them is to inspire others and coach others on making similar changes. Once you've figured out your why, then you can figure out the what and the how. However, as Simon says, it always starts with why. Step 2 is to get qualified. The next step is to get your qualification. There are different industry requirements in different countries, so what we'll do is we're going to outline England and America for you. If you are in a different country, then we recommend you do your due diligence and find out the laws and requirements for your country. In England, you are required to get a level 2 fitness instructor certification, followed by a level 3 personal training diploma. There are many schools offering these qualifications. It's a competitive marketplace, and some schools use more online learning, whereas others teach you with a lot of face-to-face time. You will want to make sure that the school is active IQ recognized to increase your chances of getting a job post-qualification. You can then choose whether to go to the REPS, or Register of Exercise Professionals, or the NRPT, which is the National Register of Personal Trainers. Some of the prices for these qualifications are seen on the screen now. Now, in America, there are a lot of different options when it comes to finding an education provider. You want to make sure the schools are accredited by an independent third party, such as the NCCA. Again, some of the prices for some qualifications are seen on the screen now. Step 3 is to choose a path. There are 2 options, and that's to either go employed or self-employed. Your first option would be to find employment as a trainer in either a gym or potentially a small personal training studio. You would either get paid a set hourly rate per session or a regular monthly salary. Your time would be spent mainly training clients and not doing as much of the business stuff such as sales and marketing. Now, there is definitely more stability in this option, and if you think you'd feel more comfortable gaining some experience before going freelance, then we definitely recommend this option. The second option is to freelance from day one. When you start freelancing, you're essentially relying on your own ability to attract clients, market your services, and keep everything well organized. You will usually have to pay monthly rent to a gym, similar to like a hairdresser does when they rent a chair, and that can range anywhere between £400 to £1,200 per month, dependent on location. If you're just starting out, big box gyms like Pure Gym allow you to work 15 hours a week in exchange for rent. Step 4 is to learn how to get results for clients. So you're qualified and ready to train your very first client. You may even have ideas of the gym you're going to work in. But what is the next step? Well, the next step is learning how to get results for your client. it can be quite overwhelming, as sometimes the PT qualifications can be lacking some vital information. Well, lucky for us as trainers, there are a great number of resources out there that help the aspiring personal trainer improve their skills. Now, a few resources that help me personally include Lift the Bar, Alan Thrall's YouTube channel, Athlean X YouTube channel, and Ben Coomber's podcast. Step 5 is to market your services. Once you're confident in your skills and ability as a trainer, the next step is to let people know about your services by doing some marketing. Is having your own website and optimizing the site for local SEO. So when people search for your town plus personal trainer, you're coming up in that Google search. Also, having active social media accounts can help you portray your brand and who you are trying to help. Social media is like the modern business card for a personal trainer. You could also host seminars in the gym you work at or at offices in the local area. For example, you could create a seminar on fat loss and nutrition for busy professionals. Also, helping people out on the gym floor and starting conversations with people will always be the best way to meet new clients. Step 6 is to learn sales. Most people shudder at the thought of sales. Now, what helped me personally the most was to reframe the whole way I saw the sales process. I stopped thinking it as sales and I started to think of myself as a consultant. This way, I wasn't there to close the potential client, I was there to consult them and help them. Now, some of the best resources that I have found for sales include a book called Brian Tracy's Psychology of Selling, and also the many resources and lessons on sales that are found in the Institute of Personal Trainers. Step 7 is to retain your clients. So you've got your skills as a trainer, you're confident in your ability to generate leads, and you're thinking of yourself as a consultant and selling plenty of personal training. Well, the final step in building your business is actually retaining your clients. One of the best ways to retain your clients is through creating a sense of community and belonging. The first way I did this was to create a bootcamp. It was held at 9:45 every Sunday morning, and it was included for all my clients to attend. What it did is it brought everyone together and it created like a tight-knit community. It only lasted 45 minutes, but the value it gave my clients was massive. The second thing to do is to have a private Facebook group. You can answer questions, create challenges, encourage people to post content, and you can do Facebook Lives. So, should you become a personal trainer? Those who succeed at personal training will have a positive energy, a drive to learn new things, and an understanding of their limitations. They will also have a work ethic to build and maintain their client base. Now, really, only you can decide whether you should become a personal trainer, but if these qualities describe you, you could very well make an excellent trainer.